All right, y'all. Machiavelli Mills TV. What's happening, y'all? I want to have a discussion on my channel, and it involves black-owned businesses and the way we as black people view black-owned businesses, and then try to damage their reputations as a whole by generalizing them, which is something that's very dangerous, right? So I saw a post from Gilly the Kid or Gilly the King. I think he is Gilly the King on Instagram or whatever. But y'all know Gilly from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. He spoke about how he spent $40,000 with this black-owned business, and they didn't do him right. And they always holler it's a black-owned businesses, but they the most raggedy businesses around. And basically trashing black-owned businesses in general because he got bad service from a specific company. And brothers got to stop that. Just because you had a bad experience with one black-owned business does not mean that black-owned businesses as a whole should be able to be torn down or should be trashed as a whole. Their reputation should not be tarnished because you had a bad experience with one specific business. And it kills me when black folks do this. Because when they have a bad experience with a white-owned company, they don't trash white-owned companies in general. They just talk about maybe that company, right? And how they had a bad experience with that company. They don't make all these different generalizations about white-owned businesses or businesses owned by this ethnicity or that ethnicity. But when it comes to our people, we come and we trash black-owned businesses as a whole when we got one negative experience. Like, come on, y'all. How are our businesses going to thrive if we as a people are tearing them down and dragging their name and reputation through the mud? We supposed to be the main ones upholding these businesses and keeping them thriving, right? Just because you had a bad experience with that business does not mean everybody else should suffer the consequences. No. It's your fault, because this is the thing. I'm all for supporting black-owned businesses, but I'm still going to do my due diligence and see, reviews and see how good they are, so on and so forth. It's up to you to do your due diligence on your own time to see, hey, let me check out the reviews and see if they got good customer service. Let's see if they really uphold their end of the bargain when they get a deposit, so on and so forth. That's you you being negligent in that area. So, all right, the business should be held accountable, right? You should say, damn, man, I messed up. I should have looked into it more. Or maybe you did look into it more and you just didn't think they would do you like that, so on and so forth. But chalk it up to that business being terrible. Not all around black businesses just being trash. Come on, y'all. That ain't what we need to be doing. Because Gilly and other people like that will let Gucci they go in the Gucci store, Gucci treat them all type of crazy, talk down on them, follow them through the store, racially profile them, so on and so forth. And they gonna carry their black butt right to the next Gucci store and keep coming back time and time again. They don't trash that business. They'll probably come back to the same store in hopes that, hey, maybe it'll be better this next time, because they just want to fit in with the Joneses and wear some of the fly clothes. And, they want to be able to stun on other folks. So they're going to go run back to the high-end designer stores all the time. They won't say, man, that store treated me bad. I'm done with them. I'm done. These Gucci stores terrible. These designer stores are horrible. These designer stores treat you like this, that, and the third. Right? They won't do that. They'll just be like, damn, they treated me messed up. Maybe if I come back next Saturday, it'll be better. Right? Nah, man. Don't do that. They would never be caught dead doing it to these designer businesses. But when it comes to black-owned businesses, oh man, this one did me bogus. All of them terrible. What? Bro, who gonna uphold who is gonna uphold who's gonna uphold the integrity, the value? Who's gonna uphold the value of our businesses in our communities if we don't do it? Come on, man. I don't stop generalizing black businesses because of that. Come on. Oh, man, they go to one store. Man, the black-owned businesses, they be trying to stick you up. Bro, cut it out. Them high-end designer stores, all these big old famous boutiques, they be robbing folks blind, busting folks' heads with them prices, overcharging the hell out of black folks in the hood. And black folks still keep running into them stores, buying all the stuff up in droves, going broke to buy it. But when you go into a black company, let them have a moderate range or something like that. Oh, it's way too high in this damn stove. It's high as hell up in here. How can they do this? Nah, bro, cut it out, man. That ain't cool. That is not okay, man. It happens way too much. Way too often with black companies and black businesses, they get trashed and drugged through the mud because of one negative experience. And Gilly he really be talking a whole lot of anti-black stuff in general. So he really ain't pro-black anyway. I mean, he go support Deion Sanders and them because he looked up to Deion. I love $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, but the brother be saying a lot of anti-black stuff in general. He said it a lot. So it doesn't really surprise me. But y'all got to cut it out, man. Like, we are supposed to keep the value up of these businesses as a whole, ride together to keep our stuff flourishing, to keep our stuff thriving. You know, like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Like, it's not a good look when we do that. It's not a good look. Because, again, Gucci store could treat them like crazy, treat them like trash. Louis store treat them like trash. Polo store treat them crazy. They gonna go right to the next Polo store or come right back to the same one where you won't even hear a negative you hear a negative review and they just keep shopping with them, right? Sometimes you may not even hear a negative review. They just gonna keep it moving, chalk it up to the game. Like, that was just an L, y'all. Just chalk it up as an L, man. I mean, that was just that business. I'ma still go get Gucci because they just in dire need to, again, fit in with the Joneses and then wear all this high-end expensive stuff. What Kanye said, Kanye get on my nerves right now, but anyway, what Kanye say? And I spent $400 on this just to be like, N-word, you ain't up on this. That's what black folks do to each other. So in order to feel like they're on the higher end of the social hierarchy, you know, to make it seem like they're on the higher end of the totem pole in the social hierarchy, they'll keep going back to these designer stores, no matter how terrible they treat them. I mean, get followed in the store, people trying to maybe call the police on them, all of that, get harassed like crazy. And won't say a word. Gilly the type that keep going back to the same Gucci, Louis, all of that. It's crazy, man. Like, it's just dangerous, man. Because people in Gilly's position, they are influential. It's way more people than just black people that watch the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. If Gilly says support black businesses, certain Wallow, they well respected, people will do that. These other black celebrities, people will buy them. Non-black people will buy these brands because this famous rapper, this famous podcaster, this famous social media influencer, this famous entertainer, this famous, athlete says to get it. They'll go get it. But if you're trashing black businesses as a whole, people are not going to want to give black businesses a chance. Even some of your own people, even some of the black kids who are so impressionable and influenced by these social media influencers, and they're so influenced by these other rappers, other black kids gonna say, man, the hell with them black brands, man. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't with it. We ain't riding with it. They trash. They all trash. It's gonna stay what it said, and they let it be that. They not gonna support black businesses because they don't see the people that they are influenced by, the people they look up to buying into black brands. They see the people that they look up to trashing the black brands, so they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing. They're not going to buy for their kids. They're not going to buy for, you know what I mean? And they get passed down. We keep making all these high-end designers rich. We keep making all these different, these high-end brands like Gucci, Louis, and all that. They keep putting out the same clothes, same stuff. We keep making them rich and then want to give our folks a hard time. A black-owned business might got a hoodie that's $40. They come in there like the dude on Baby Boy. Black folks, they come in there like the dude on Baby Boy. $40? What? This ain't no $40. I mean, why we gotta pay $40 for this? Don't say nothing when they go into these different stores. Nike, going to Nike. I got on Nike right now. Going to Nike, going to all these different other stores. All these different crazy stores. These non-black-owned businesses, whether it be they're owned by Arabs, whether they're owned by, Asians, so on and so forth, they ain't gonna question how much it costs. And at $40, okay, cool, that's a steal. But when you come in black folks' businesses, you looking for a discount. You looking for them to, oh man, how y'all gonna do us like this, man? Don't ask no questions when the other businesses from other ethnicities come into the hood and bust you over the head with the prices. You don't say how y'all gonna do us like that. You just like, okay, well, I just gotta pay it. Y'all, man, that's just backwards, man. That's backwards thinking. And it's something that will negatively affect our people and the prosperity of our people. You know, black businesses be struggling as is a lot of times. Don't be out here trying to give negative reviews on all black businesses. Give generalizations of all black businesses because of one or two negative experiences you had with that business, that black-owned business that you didn't research in the first place. You got to do your own research and see if that business is right for you, or should you be putting your money into that business. And if you don't do that, hey, that's not I mean, it's on you, but it's really that business is terrible. That black-owned business, not all of them. And it's dangerous to be talking that type of talk, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment section below. And share my videos as well. I'm out. Peace.